Meteorologist Aaron Tuttle here with you for your Thursday evening. Figure I'd touch base with you now because a lot of you will be busy on your Friday and not really paying attention, so you won't really know what's going to happen for the weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you what you can expect here for the weekend as we get on moving into our weather pattern. So I hope you enjoy the nice quiet weather here for today and again for tomorrow. And then things are going to change for a while. Hey, and it's the favorite four-letter word you've been dying to hear. Rain. But at least it's not that multiple-letter word, which for right now anyway. But we'll take a look, talk about that as well. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for liking this video, for sharing it. There should be like a share thing that pops up in the comment section when you first join in. So make sure you hit that. Remember, the more you interact with Facebook, the more the algorithms reward you and say, hey, you're interested in this content, so we'll show you more of it. And at the top, you can, there's like buttons up there you can tap while you're watching it that says get live notifications, be notified when I go live. There's even a bell sometimes you can tap like on your computer. Same kind of idea with YouTube. So if you want to watch me on YouTube, go to youtube.com/Aaron Tuttle, okay. And there, same deal. Subscribe and hit the bell to be notified. That way you guys won't miss it when I do go live. So I only go live for really a couple of reasons. One is to give you the forecast, and the other is to cover tornadoes. So one aspect you might want to see me. The other one you never want to see me. If I'm on, it usually means there's trouble. But it's good, though, because I keep you guys informed without freaking you all out. So that's a positive. I posted some comments, or actually shared some comments from you guys. Just two of them just recently, and I'll share more. I love getting feedback from you, and the stories that you tell, the personal stories you tell, just warms my heart. So check those out. They're just below this video on my wall here on AT's Weather, on the main weather page. Okay, so some of you, we talked about this at lunch today. If you missed out, if you have my weather app, AT's Weather to Go. If you're on iPhone, you don't have to do anything. If you're on Android, I sent a message everybody needs to update that hasn't done so since last Friday. A new release went out at that time. Most of you have it on auto updates. You don't have to worry about it. So if you go to the Google Play Store and it just says open or uninstall, it means you already have it. So I know a lot of you are confused about that, but if it says update, well then you want to clearly update because the app won't work for you otherwise. The way I push out notifications has changed, and the old system's gone and dead and gone, if you might say, and then the new system is taking over. So unless you get the new version, you won't get any notifications at all. You don't want that to happen. So anyway, just letting you know that now. Okay, so let's move on to business. By the way, this broadcast is streaming in closed captioning on the main Facebook weather page. So I buy closed captioning minutes in bulk, and then I still have a few left over. So I'm kind of using them here for this broadcast for the hearing impaired, and I usually save them for the long-winded 4-hour wall-to-wall tornado coverage events because I cover the whole state. So it's very expensive, so I basically try to save them for most of that. But if I have some left over toward the end of the month, I'll use them up in this manner. But the more you guys get back to me by joining the Facebook fan subscriptions or Patreon or Subscribestar or PayPal, many other ways I have for you guys to donate, then I can spend more money to produce more content, including more closed captioning for everything. So if that's something you want to do, which will help the community in general, we'll all basically pay each other back in that fashion. So also, if you join, you get access to the closed group Facebook page. There's a nice weather community going on. We're building it member by member, and it's going strong. I think we're almost at 1,500 now. So if you want to be a part of that, join in. I get you access, and we can go from there. It's a lot more one-on-one interaction from me, just because I have to manage so many aspects of this broadcast. So it can be a little inundating when you have day after day of severe weather to deal with. So if it took me a while to get back to you, I apologize. I'm only one man, but I think I got pretty much most people caught up. Okay, so let's get on to the weather now that all that announcement stuff is over with. The first thing I want to show you is some good news in general, and that's the Storm Prediction Center's long-range outlook for Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday and Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. However, I'm just going to let you know this is going to change. All right. So Thursday, for example, of next week, we're going to see severe weather back on this map, just so you know now. For Saturday, we're going to see some severe weather as well back here in the parts of Oklahoma, Panhandles, and Kansas. Just letting you know now. So these do get updated periodically, but they're not instantaneous. I'm more instantaneous. This takes a while because I have to follow a certain timeline to release products. So the analogs, for example, picking up on the severe weather risk for Saturday out here into the Texas Panhandle, southern Kansas, and northwest Oklahoma for the late afternoon, early part of the evening, and then that shifts to the south and east overnight as a complex, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a minute. The rest of the analogs are pretty quiet across Oklahoma up until until we get about Thursday of next week, and these don't go out that far, but that's where we're going to have our next round of action. So let's close those two down. I'll show you the long-range trend at first as far as convection goes. Now, convection is basically thunderstorms versus just, say, rainfall, stratiform rainfall, the nice, slow, soaking kind. It's going to be a mixture of that, but also, a little bit of wind, a little bit of hail at the worst case, otherwise some heavy rain, lightning, that kind of deal. So as we go through time for this weekend, this is on Saturday afternoon, on into Saturday night, Sunday morning, so some shower storms move through. On Sunday, we have a repeat performance of more rain. And I'm just want to show you the general trend here. Monday, we have more rain. That's Tuesday, more rain. Wednesday, more rain. Thursday, more rain. Remember the four-letter word I talked to you about when I started this broadcast? Thursday night, Friday, more rain. Does it end? I don't know. Let's see. Saturday, more rain. Sunday, more rain. Let's sing a song together. The following Monday, more rain. Oh, look at there. It clears on out of here for next Tuesday and Wednesday of the following week in the middle of June. Oh, but then rain comes back again. So what I'm telling you is this stupid pattern is going to be here for a while of at least some rain. Now, we'll probably get a couple of severe days within that, but we already get a lot of rainfall. Now, I'll just take a quick look at the model total precip. Even though there's a lot of rain, at least it doesn't go crazy with the overabundance of stupid amounts for that period of time. They're heavy, but at least it's not 2 feet heavy. It's got amounts anywhere from 4 to 5 to 6 inches across a large swath of Oklahoma, with the exception out here in the far western parts of the state. And Kansas got a big bullseye up here around 9-10 inches. So it just goes to show you, we'll probably get some more flash flooding out of this whole situation. Now, what I'm going to do here is just basically pause it on Thursday of next week, because that's the interest level I want to show you. So on Thursday of next week, this is a precursor. We've got a trough of low pressure developing, and there'll be a warm front stretching out like this, and then there'll be a little cold front stretching out like this, and then there'll be our typical dry line that kicks in somewhere over here in the western parts of the state. And then with that said and done, we'll end up getting some thunderstorms that develop out along this dry line here in central and northern Oklahoma, and probably along the warm front too. So that'll be our zone. We start to see some severe storms. Now, when you look at a forecast sounding for that point in time, this is going to change big time between now and then. But this is, let me see, it's this one I wanted for, let's see, Thursday afternoon in the evening hours. And what I'm just going to show you here, the general idea is that the models do indicate that shear returns in a favorable environment. Temperatures in the mid-80s, dew points in mid-70s. So it's got some large hail with the signal of this and supercell type deals, a lot of instability. So maybe we'll talk about potential for tornadoes, maybe. But remember, we don't talk about that prior to 48 hours out as far as those type of specifics. I'm just letting you know that the atmosphere is going to change toward that time of the week to where we'll have to start talking about more of a risk of severe storms should things kind of continue to work out. We got plenty of time to detail this for you, and I'm not here to tell you to get you scared or worked up. I'm just saying that's the next time I actually see something of that magnitude showing up in the data. So till then, things are much quieter. So here's a big look at the risk of the CAPE values here across parts of the state in Oklahoma, so in Kansas. So the atmosphere will be a lot more unstable later in that period, but not in the short term. Now that said, I do want to show what's going to happen here for your Saturday. So a lot of you have outdoor plans, including I got a couple of weddings going on here this Saturday afternoon and evening. So here's how things are kind of evolved with that, and I want to show you as we head into let's see, what time is this? Saturday lunchtime. We have some storms out in the Texas Panhandle, and then as we head into Saturday into the late afternoon period, we do have some storms that try to bubble up out there across far western Oklahoma. All right, and we got some in Kansas and Panhandle region. And then as we head into the late evening hours, there are some storms that are going to try to form a cluster and move southward and move into central Oklahoma. Now, there are some indications they're going to try to fall apart. Other runs kind of kept them together a little bit longer, and they move through overnight into Sunday morning. So if you have any outdoor plans on Saturday, the key take home here is that the rain should hold off until after dark for the majority of the state, and for central Oklahoma, not even until midnight hours. Now, I did plot a forecast sounding for this area earlier in prior model data, and it looked like this, which was had some large hail as far as some of the analogs go, 3 to 4 inches in diameter, and that's for a midnight look, which is really crazy. But that was a midday run. Those models aren't that great, so that's why I wanted to wait till this evening. And this evening run, taking a look at it now, paints a much different story. Winds are much weaker in the atmosphere, so the hail size comes down about golf ball size. But still, for a midnight cluster of storms, that's some pretty good large hail. So I'm going to throw that out there for you. There's going to be that slight risk of probably some hail and maybe a brief damaging wind type of deal late evening, overnight here in central Oklahoma as that cluster moves on through. So that was the whole point I wanted to share with you on that. All right, we're going to close those down. And then I'm going to show you the close-up view of what that looks like. And I'll show you the rainfall estimates as well. Okay. Is that going to come in? That hasn't come in yet. Well, never mind you then. If you're going to be like that, we'll go somewhere else. Let's do this. I just want to show you a little close, more easy to view map. That's my point. So hang in there for a second here. Okay, so this little cluster, as I said, moves into central Oklahoma. That's the other hour. Into for example, here's midnight, and then here's 3 a.m. and 7 a.m. on Sunday morning. So still some leftover residual storms around for this area. Now, as far as precipitation totals are concerned, they should be pretty significant. These little areas as it moves through, let's get into this panel here where it's got some yellow. That says 4 inches of rain. So these type of convective events overnight can really be misleading. They can end up being real good rainmakers, with especially that more of a tropical look to the profile on the forecast sounding. So don't be surprised we have some flash flooding Saturday night and the Sunday morning while most of us are asleep, along with some hail and pockets of wind. So that's our first little taste of severe weather. And then we'll kind of have a little bit of that off and on, but not widespread throughout the week until we get to, like I said, about that Thursday period. And that's when things kind of congeal and get a little bit more on the serious side. But we got plenty of time to see if that even holds true or if it changes. There's 1,000 things that could change between now and then. All right, so let's take a look at Sunday. So on Sunday, we've got that morning cluster that moves through, and then in the afternoon hours, we should have some redevelopment. Now, most of the models have it down here on the kind of the southern sides of the state, so that keeps kind of the north and northeast rain-free for Sunday afternoon with a nice northeast wind. And then on Monday, we'll have upslope stuff out here that'll travel east on Monday. Might fall apart in the morning, and then probably some new development Monday evening. So it's not going to be washed out. These little rain events, they're going to be scattered in nature, not all day. If we're lucky, we might squeeze a lot of it during the time we're sleeping or off hours of the day. But I just want to let you know, unfortunately, it's going to be the forecast. You're going to have to kind of watch radar trends on a daily basis and just know that at each time of the day, the rain may occur at different hours. So it's going to kind of make it difficult for you to plan, so especially long term. So it's one of those deals you're going to have to, before you go to bed at night, hey, what's the best time estimate on the rain? Then when you wake up in the morning, double check it. Especially if you work outdoors, you're in lawn care or roofing or whatever. It's just going to be one of those deals you have to work around it. So that's kind of the bad news I had for you on that. But like I said, at least part of the good news is that it's not a widespread forever during the day event. Okay, so I think I have covered everything I want to tell you for your Thursday evening. So let's see, what time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock. And this is, hey, quiet down. Amanda. Alexa, stop. No one was talking to you. I swear. Why do we have these devices in our homes? We think they're cool, but all they're doing is just listening to everything we say and feeding it all to CIA, I'm sure. Luckily, I got nothing to hide. Some of you do, though. Y'all better be careful. All right, let's see here. I'm going to my Patreon page first. And let's see if we got anything here. You guys have any questions for me? So, I'm on the Patreon closed group Facebook page right now. Oh my goodness, Lauren's watching me on an 85-inch HD TV. She could see my pores. I don't know if I want you to see my pores. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, Scott, you guys are an amazing group, so I appreciate you guys' patronage. If you're not a member, you guys are missing out. Okay. I know, no more rain, right? Let's see. A lot of you guys don't want any more rain. I'm with you. Okay, I like your shirt. Nice color. I like this kind of color on me, though. I got a lot of versions of blue, green, and I wear black, and I don't know. I can wear several, but those are ones I kind of lean more toward. It brings out my eyes. All right, that's enough goofiness. Okay, main page real quick. And then me answer a couple of questions there. Remember, I can only go back so far, so if you ask me questions during the broadcast, I won't be able to see them. And that goes for like when I broadcast live and I'm covering all these tornadoes and stuff. I will not be able to read anything you write. I would have to hire someone to read that and then tell me or whatever, or answer for me. And to hire them with no money means no one's going to do that. Because no one's as crazy as I am. Works for free. All right, let's see. How much for that late summer, early fall garden I had hopes for? Oh, I know. I feel bad for farmers, planters, anything. This is just a messed up spring. I should say some messed up May. So Andy's saying one of the Mets here in town's already saying we're doomed. Yeah. Like I said, there's too many things that can change between now and then. You guys should have learned your lesson by now on that deal. Scrolling through. Oh, the air show for the Angels. Now that looks good for Saturday. That's a big event. A lot of you be down there for that. Oh, you know what? I didn't show you the temperatures there, but it's going to be nice. I can pop it up real quick or just tell you. Basically, I think it's in the 80s. It's actually some really decent weather. A little windy, though. Yeah, I meant to do that, and I totally forgot. John. That shirt skipped leg day. I've skipped leg day. Man, I've skipped gym day for like 2 weeks in a row from this nonsense. I'd be lucky to get sleep. Let's see, where are we? Denise. Right? I won't even mention her name, but yeah, she should send me some money. Alright. A lot of your comments are always hilarious. I do enjoy when you guys banter back and forth. As long as it's in good natured, we're all good. Okay. Boy, you're way out there. June 9th through the 15th. Rose wants to know. All right, so just so you know, Rose, and everybody else that's watching, the severe weather season for Oklahoma, we always start it. This is the unofficial start-stop time. March 15th to June 15th. After that, it shuts down pretty quick. We still occasionally get those little squall lines that move through that produce, the kind of little bit of wind and a little bit of hail with them, some brief heavy rainfall that roll down from Colorado. We call them MCS events. And they usually don't get here until about the, early morning hours by the time they make it here. And so they're a lot weaker than what they were earlier on. But just so you know. All right, let me do the temperature because you guys did want that. So let's do this real quick. And then I'm going to cut you loose. Let's do this. And you can't even read that. Who put that on there? It's a bad color. Okay, Saturday. All right, yeah, mid-80s. So about 85 degrees, looks like. Yeah, maybe even 88, 86. That's toasty. Oh my goodness, that's toasty. There is a southwest wind for most of our Saturday, so it's going to help get those temperatures up a little bit. And then on Sunday, we should be quite a bit cooler. we're in the 60s in the morning. We'll probably only end up in the upper 70s and near 80 in the afternoon, just because of the increase in cloud cover and all that jazz and the leftover rain. Plus, we have that northeast wind, so a little weak front kind of moves through. I'll double check it here on this guy, though. We'll see. So here we go. Yeah, 82 degrees here in Oklahoma City on Sunday afternoon. Still a little warmy, still a little toasty, upper 80s down south before that front moves in, and quite a bit cooler north, only around the low 70s. So a big change in temperatures across the state from northeast to southwest on Sunday, thanks to the cold front, because there's some colder air that's moving in this fashion for our Sunday itself. So a lot of us will see a really decent Sunday, except for the, like I said, except for the south. Let's call it the southern third of the state, as that front still kind of meanders on in. Plus, I believe our dew point values will drop a little. Let's see. A little. Not overly. Not a whole lot. But at least, it'll be a nice day. All right, and then on Saturday, let's see I'm going to show you the winds on Saturday out of this. Let's see. Yeah, they're out of the southwest through lunchtime. Then they start to turn around out of the south by late afternoon. I think this has a wind gust. No, not on this one. I gotta go to this one. Nope, I gotta go to this one. Where is it? Let's see what maximum winds here for Saturday are. Not terrible. 10 to 15. Some gusts to 20 out in western Oklahoma. But yeah, not bad at all. Actually, winds pick up a little bit more in the evening hours after dark. And then, of course, with any of those storms, there's some yellow and red showing up. So basically, where you have those cluster of storms that just kind of barely reach severe weather limits, they're in the 50s as far as mile per hour winds. So that's a possibility with those. Okay, so that was the last I wanted to show you. All right, listen, guys, been great as always. Thanks again for liking, sharing, watching everything, leaving me comments, giving me testimonials on the weather app or my coverage, you name it. So the more the merrier. Kind of lets me know that I'm doing a good job and lets me know what you need from me or what I need to work on. So it's good all around. And that's it, my friends. All right, we will talk again soon. I don't know when, but we shall. You can bet on it. All right, you guys have a great night. Good night, everybody.